Welcome back, Nick Lenz's Comic Corner, Classic slash Non-Classic. This episode is 646, double shot number 550. Yeah, 550 double shots. It's still going to be a few episodes before I get to episode 650. Alright, got two Teen Titans trades. First up, it is technically the last trade released for this particular volume, but there's still one other trade that collects this volume. This is the fourth volume of the series Teen Titans. This is Teen Titans Volume 3, Death of the Family. Collecting Teen Titans Volume 4, Issue 0, 15 to 17, Red Hood and the Outlaws 16, and Batman Volume 2, Number 17. Yeah, the whole thing with Death of the Family. Which, by the way, this trade starts up so jarringly. Like, last year ended with a shocker with, that Red Robin was taken by Joker, and then it starts out with something else. Okay, yeah, Scott Snyder writes the Batman issue in here, but Scott Lobdell does both issues. But here's the artists in here: Brett Booth, Greg Capello, Jonathan Guspin, Tyler Kirkham, Bat, Noah Rampin, John Sybil, Timothy Green II, Wayne Future, Eddie Burrows, and Albert Ferreira. Eddie Burrows takes over as the regular artist for this book for the next. Well, he takes over after the story is over with. Yeah. Well, actually, the trade doesn't start off with the family. It starts off with the controversial issue 0, which pretty much retcons Tim Drake's origin story, where he's a workaholic, and apparently the reason why he became Robin was actually completely different, and it was established in pre-Flashpoint. Luckily enough, James Tynion later retconned this particular issue out of existence when he reestablished the pre-Flashpoint origin story for him, which a lot of people were very happy with. Of the two origin stories, I like the original one better. Because this one just, okay, he's a workaholic, Olympic guy, and of course parents go witness protection, and then they're never seen again, despite the fact they were supporting characters in his own title for almost the entire existence, though his mother wasn't seen very much. Yep. And then after that, we cut to issue 15, which is, well, supposedly picking up like right after issue 14 left off, but nope. It starts off with the Titans and it starts off with Batgirl of all people. Okay. Oh yeah, she first Teen Titans as the cast from iCarly. Yeah, that was Nickelodeon's show. My sister used to watch it. She watched pretty much the entire series of it. Yeah, and she apparently doesn't treat the Teen Titans very well. Yeah, she talks down to them, and she disrespects them, despite the fact these people basically fought through war, Harvest and stuff like that. Apparently, they can't be prepared for the frickin' Joker. I mean, people, they know who the Joker is. They know how dangerous he is. They're not that stupid. So why in the world is Batgirl thinking that the Teen Titans are stupid? I don't know. It's just the way that I think that's how Scott Lobdell writes her. And of course, we even have Tim Drake briefly going back to his 1 year later costume, which, by the way, in issue 0, yeah, this apparently is his first costume he wore in his continuity. Yeah, though they kind of give him a different costume later on when he rejoins the Bat Family. Yeah. The crossover with Red Hood and the Outlaws was a bit bizarre. Yeah, it's like the issue 15 ended with appearance by Starfire and Red Hood, with Starfire wearing a much better outfit than she did back in in the first issue of Red Hood and the Outlaws. Yep. Oh yeah, the group is referred to as the Outlaws. Yeah. They team up with them. It's a pretty good team up. But as Batman 17, yeah, the Teen Titans are not even involved with the finale of the storyline, which is so bizarre. I mean, you have these characters as part of a tie-in, and yet only Red Hood and Tim Drake involved with the story, and yet the Teen Titans are not. Oh yeah, and here's the thing: the Teen Titans don't really hardly even fight the Joker at all. They fight. What do they do? I think they fight some other thugs of the Joker in here. But as for Joker himself, no, they don't fight him at all, which is so bizarre. I mean, you have this crossover, and you don't have the Teen Titans even encountering the Joker. Yeah, there's appearance in here by Raven, which sets up the next story arc. Yep, she's in here. Yeah, she shows up in here setting up next story arc, which has the Titans take on Trigon. Yeah. Yeah, that's the dumb thing. And of course, we had the finale, which I've already talked about. That it's a pretty decent finale, and the fact it was leaked. Issue 17, which is the last issue in here. Uh, the Teen Titans are given a base operations, a new one, where their base operations is a yacht. Yes, a frickin' yacht. Here it is. And it doesn't really play much of a part in the book. It shows up in the next arc, and then it gets destroyed once they get back in future. Yep, so yeah, this whole thing is completely pointless. Yeah, this is also the issue where Tim Drake kisses both Celeste, and he makes out with both the female members of the team. It's it's kind of implied he sleeps with both female members of the team, which is so bizarre. Hey, because it was even implied he slept with Wonder Girl, even though she kind of had a thing for Superboy. Yeah, and speaking of Superboy, despite being on the team right now, he is nowhere in this storyline at all, which is so dumb. I mean, you just have Wonder Girl, Bunker, and Kid Flash. I'm thinking, okay, yeah, Raven part of the storyline, but here's the thing: is Superboy part of this thing? Nope, Superboy is nowhere in here at all, which is weird. So, despite having a tie-in Death of the Family, this is something that really disappointed me about this particular. Heck, even after reading it all these years later, is that for a tie-in, it just involves Tim Drake taking on the Joker. But do the Titans take on the Joker? No, they don't. Not even the Outlaws taking the Joker. So they're crossover the Outlaws. They team with them to do something. Not really much reveal for that, but yeah, this time was very disappointing. It wasn't terrible. It was just disappointing. The main storyline was a lot more interesting than this. I'm gonna give this a 8.75 out of 10. The only thing high point about it here is the artwork is fantastic. Excuse me. Next up is, Teen Titans Volume 2, Rise of Aqualad. Collecting Teen Titans Volume 5, actually no, this is 6, issues 6 through 7 and 9 through 11. Yeah, the first two issues, debut of Aqualad. Yep, Aqualad. When I heard about this, okay, kind of makes sense because Young Justice is coming back, so why not throw in Aqualad? And here's kind of the thing. They give him the look that he has on Young Justice, but here's the thing. His real name of Young Justice is not the name they have in here. Yeah, that's actually the name of his pre-Flashpoint version. We call himself Jackson Hyde. And he had dreadlocks, and he didn't wear this costume. He showed up in pages of Brightest Day, which they didn't do much with him. And the only thing they established about him they kept here, aside from his name, is the fact he's in the Black Manta, which, by the way, he actually meets in the following story arc. And here's something I thought was really interesting. In the two issues they have in Rise of Aqualad, the Teen Titans take on King Shark, which, that's cool. Though not the first time they take on King Shark, they also took him on in the previous, and they also took him on in Volume 4 when the Teen Titans broke into Belle Rev for some reason. Yeah, this was actually toward the end of the Volume 4 when they came back from the future. Yeah, where they had them take on King Shark while Superboy took him on, and he says aloha to him. Say aloha, which is a nod to his run, which had King Shark be a recurring villain for Superboy, though he's also known to be an Aquaman villain, which is interesting. And then at the ending, it sets up as Black Man's a villain. And then he shows up in the next arc, which, oh yeah, and apparently, here's the thing about Jackson Hyde's mother. She is so paranoid about Black Manta that she moves to the driest part of the country just so Aqualad doesn't use his powers. Oh yeah, his powers actually come from his mother. Yes. Now, Miss Hyde, why are you so freaking paranoid about Black Manta? Yeah, I get the fact now from a reader, he's a badass of a villain. But okay, I get the fact you're low profile, but wow. She just it's like Ben Percy. Yeah, he's the writer of this thing. He writes her to be way over the top with her being way overprotective Aqualad. And at the end of the two-parter, that's when he gets his outfit. And as for his name Aqualad, that actually comes at the end of the following story arc, which has Aqualad meeting his father, which is called, let's see if I can find it here. It is called, let's see here. If I can find the title of this thing. It's called Blood of the Manta. Yeah, it's a quick little 3-part, which I gotta praise the fact this whole thing is about Aqualad. Yeah. Now the artwork in here is done by a couple different artists in here. Yep. This is done by 3 artists. Koi Pam, Pop Man, and Phil Hoster. Yep, they're the ones who do the artwork in here. The cover of this tray is done by Kohai Pam and Jim Coluffies, who was the colorist of this particular thing. So this is a really good storyline. And those of you wondering about issue 8, yeah, that's part of the Lazarus contract. That's where that is. And it's great the fact they even threw in the follow-up in here, which kind of makes sense because it's a continuation of this particular storyline because they had put it on hold because of the Lazarus contract. Yep. Oh, yeah. And Kid Flash gets fired from the team because of the Lazarus contract. Oh, he does come back later on. Yeah. Oh, yeah, and apparently Robin knows about, this of course is Damian Wayne Robin. He apparently knows about the secret meetings between Raven and Kid Flash. Which, by the way, at the end of Ben Percy's run, they actually make out. Yep. By far, great storyline. I'm going to give this a 9.75 out of 10. It's really good. A lot better than the other Teen Titans trade. Yeah, and also, the person who gave him his name, Aqualad, is actually the original Aqualad, Garth, who goes by Tempest. He's even the one who gave him his A symbol that's on his belt. Because Robin only gave him his suit. He didn't give him the A symbol. That was given by Garth, who was the original Aqualad. Alright, so that's it for this episode. Stay tuned for the next episode when I get a chance to, because right now I'm out of trades right now. And that'll be episode number 649 and Doubleshot number 551. That'll be next episode, which is going to be a Batman trade. That's going to be one of them. And it's going to be 2 Batman trades. You'll find out what they are in the next episode, okay? I'll see you all there. Bye.